I'm making a video on first of all, I'm at a national historic site here in Canada. I don't want to say where, but part of the War of 1812, because I used to work here, so I don't want to give away the location, but anyways, part of the War of 1812, and where I'm standing, actually a large battle took place almost a couple hundred years ago, and also determined the fate of Canada, meaning that Southern Ontario is part of Canada and not part of the States. So anyways, this was a key battle, but that's not what this video is about. What it's about is seeing and hearing things, being open to things, and maybe what you should and shouldn't be open to, because this is a big topic for me. When I used to work here back in the day in high school, people said, "Oh, there's stuff here, you can see it, you can hear it." I never did, because I was closed to that, because I was told that kind of thing didn't exist. I had different experiences up till then, but it wasn't until later in life when I became a little bit more open, or allowed myself to be a little bit more open, that I would see and hear things. I would go to historic sites, especially in the States, and see things, hear things, be aware of things. But I guess I'm at the subject now, since it was half a lifetime ago when I worked here. It is what is that? Christians would say, and this is what I always had an issue with, was biblically this stuff didn't exist and you shouldn't mess with it. I kind of was like, no, maybe it's ghosts, and things can seem as that. I think things can leave impressions, like a tape recorder, so you're actually seeing kind of something that is left if it keeps repeating, like on a certain day in like rock or whatever. I believe that. I've always believed that. So everything is like energy and leaves an imprint, especially a thing like a big battle. But when things start interacting with you, I guess is what I'm saying, is to be a little more cautious. Christians, let's say demons, negative entities you shouldn't mess with. Let me rephrase that. Negative things you shouldn't mess with. That's posing with someone or something. I think that's highly probable. And if something continues to interact with you, maybe it's not a good thing. And these things are real. They do exist. But it depends on what you're open to. That's my point, and what you focus on. Because if you don't focus on this, and focus on the positive, you become what you focus on. So anyways, just 2 cents that I have experienced in the last few years. People I know in other cultures would say the same thing, that there's positive and negative and everything, so don't focus on the negative. But my point is that messing with things and opening doors, keep them closed if they're not meant to be played with. So I definitely would say things like Ouija boards, or anything that can just messing with stuff, purposely calling on the dead, or purposely seances, that kind of stuff. A lot of those are hoaxes, but to do that kind of thing, you're opening gates that shouldn't be probably opened. And once you open some stuff, it can be hard to close. I never mess with the Ouija boards, never did seances, all that stuff. But have been or witnessed different situations with folks that, just best let things lie. And all humans are capable of being open to this stuff, but it depends on what you choose to be open to. And we all have gifts, and it's better to use them wisely than anything can be for positive and negative. We see my 2 wolves video. So no matter, this can apply to any culture, focus on the positive stuff, and the other stuff can and will, if you continue to focus, fade away. It's there, will always be there, but depends on what you focus on. And also too, no matter what your belief, if you focus on a higher power, that is the ultimate of keeping stuff away. Anyways, that's my 2 cents in a very general term. Okay, so anyways, this is me looking towards after I went to this place.